Hello everyone, I'm making this video as promised to explain how you can make some PowerPoint slides for those who have never made presentations in PowerPoint. I mean, it's very simple. It's really simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy, as they say. So once you open PowerPoint, if you go to any computer, any laptop, I'm sure PowerPoint will be already installed. So when you open the PowerPoint, normally this is the first page you're going to have, alright? So it means that PowerPoint is always going to propose one slide. This is the default option. Alright, so the first thing you need to know that when you open the first slide is this is normally for the title, as you can see, cliquez pour ajouter un titre. So I want you guys on the first slide to just write your topic. For example, if your topic is English at the workplace, for example, yes, maybe English at the workplace or English in the workplace. Okay, English in the workplace. If this is your title, I mean, just make sure. Normally, the font shouldn't be more than 32. 32, I think, is the maximum that you can have. Okay, so for the font, make sure you have 32, and make sure you have it in bold. It depends. I mean, you can customize. This is your presentation. You can customize it. The color you want to choose, and etc. All the options you want to have for your presentation. Just make the title visible. All right. So what I always do is with the lessons I present under the form of PowerPoint is I choose some features here that I have on the Mac. I'm not sure if you have it on Windows or whatever, but just make it simple. You can choose the format you want, and then I just want the title to be visible. So this is normally going to be white. Yes, to be a little bit visible. So my topic is English in the workplace. All right. So this is the first slide. I want you also to have the outline on the subtitles. So here I want you guys to have the outline. All right. Just write outline of the presentation. Outline. That's more than enough. Okay. And make sure everything is really visible. So black is okay. So how many parts do you have in your presentation? Okay, the outline is normally in 3 parts normally. Okay, so I can talk about maybe business English for my first part. Okay, the first part maybe I can say what is business English. Okay, this is going to be my first part. It can be under the form of questions if you want. Okay, it can be affirmative forms or under the form of questions. My second part maybe can be why do professionals need English nowadays? Okay. And number 3, maybe I can talk about the benefits. Maybe, I don't know, the strategies or the different types of learning tools. When I say different types of learning tools, meaning the different ways that professionals can use now to learn English nowadays. It can be online, it can be going to institutions or whatever. Okay. So as I said, for the title, 32 is okay, but for the subtitles, I prefer you guys having 32 is okay, but if you have 28, that's okay. 28 is good, okay? So you can bold it because these are the subtitles, black, okay? And then maybe you can, even the spacing can be revised. You can revise the spacing. This is okay, all right? So this is the outline. This is going to be bold and underlined. You can change the color if you want. You can change the color, okay? So here is your outline, okay? What can you notice, okay? What can you note here? It's very simple. And this is visible. Everybody can read it, okay? Everybody can read this, right? So it's maybe important to center this if you want, or you can put it on the left. It depends on you. This is your presentation. Just make it as visible as possible. So I was also going to mention to focus on the animations. If you want to use the animations, meaning if you want the sentences to appear one by one, this is the animation. Please triple click 3 times on the sentence. If you double click, you're going to highlight one word. But if you triple click, just like this, 3 times, you will highlight the whole sentence. Or you do it the old way, okay? You can just highlight it, the whole sentence. You go on animations, and that's it. The animations on the left, the green ones, you can choose the one you like. I always use this passage this passage I use for my presentations, and this is the way I use the animations for the presentation. This can help you. The benefits of this is that if you use the animations when you're presenting, for example, this is your first page, okay? So this is the page that everybody is going to see. For example, when you say, good morning everyone, welcome to my presentation. My topic is English in the workplace, and I have decided to divide my presentation into 3 main parts. So first I'm going to talk about, give a kind of definition of what is business English, and second I'm going to talk about maybe the reasons why professionals need English nowadays, alright? And the last part, I'm going to focus on the different types of learning tools, alright? So feel free to ask questions or to stop if you have any question, alright? So bear with me. Alright, as you can see, if you use the animations, you can just talk about the different parts one by one by pressing the button, okay? Because I will give you the clicker so that you will be at ease when presenting. So this is the first slide. The first slide is okay. Now you add a second slide. Go back to Accueil and click on Nouvelle Diapositive, okay? That's a new slide. Click on Nouvelle Diapositive. You do the same for the rest, okay? As many slides as you want. I said 5 minimum, but you can have 6 if you want, okay? So here you click again to add as many slides as you want. So here we have the 5 slides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First slide is for the title of your presentation, your topic, and you have the subtitle, the outline. Sorry, okay? Title and outline. All right, let's put this in the middle. All right. So you can also feel free to add any pictures you want. If you want to add any pictures related to the topic, you can find something like something that is related to the topic. For the time being, I don't have any picture here, but you just go to Google. Just go to Google and type the English in the workplace if it is your title, and click on image. Okay, you will have many pictures. I have this one. If I want to add a picture, let me do it again. You can see the picture here on my desktop. You can just drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop. All right. If I drag and drop, the picture is here, so I can change the size. I can change the size so that it's going to fit the screen, because I don't want to have a big picture. Okay, I just want to have a picture that is related to my topic. So this is how I make the presentation. This is very easy. All right, and you have your slides in here. You do the same for the other slides. You do the same thing I did for the animation, and the same thing I did for the picture. You can do it for the other slide. All right. So this is maybe your first slide, and don't forget, the first topic is the first part of your presentation is what is business English. So I ask you guys to copy this and to paste it here. All right. Copy and paste. Okay, what is business English? So this is the first part. Okay, this is going to be your first part. What is business English? Okay, so if this is your first part, then I think it's important to highlight it so that people know this is your first part. Okay, and now yes, you're going to talk about what is business English. It's up to you now to know exactly what you're going to add here. What are you going to add to talk about what is business English? Okay, just do some research and try to find out some definitions of business English. Okay, I can say that, for example, business English is English that maybe professionals need at the workplace, or in the workplace. Okay, it can also be defined as English for specific purposes. English for specific purposes. It can also be defined as English for professionals. English for professionals. Okay, and you can also talk about the different types of business English that exist. Okay, different types meaning English for banking and finance, English for banking and finance. This is just my topic. I'm just improvising here. All right. So I can have, if for example my first part is going to focus on these ones. Once again, I can use the spacing. Once again, 5 is okay. All right. And I can also work on the animations. Just the same thing I did. All right. Same thing I did. I can use the animations, and this is going to help me just talk about my topic. All right. This is going to help you for the signposting. Okay. For the signposting. And always think about adding a picture that is related to the yes, maybe to the workplace. Yeah, this is a picture I had last time. So if I want to add it again, I can change the slide. Just drag and drop, paste it somewhere, and there you go. So it's very easy to make a PowerPoint presentation. So if I start from the first slide, I have already made my first and second slide. All right, we can start again. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my presentation. My name is Mr. Jigo, and today I'm going to talk about English in the workplace. So I have decided to divide my presentation into three main parts. And in the first part, I will be asking the question, what is business English? I will try to give the definition of business English and talk about the different types of business English that exist. In the second part also, we will try to answer the following question: why do professionals need English nowadays? I will maybe come back on the reasons why professionals need to learn English. And in the last part, we will focus on the different types of learning tools that professionals can use nowadays to learn English, all right? So bear with me, and if you have any questions, feel free to stop and ask questions, all right? Okay, so my first part is, what is business English? There are different types of English that professionals need, but I think business English is most of the time defined as English that professionals need. Sorry for the S, there is an S here. English that professionals need at the workplace, okay? To cope with business situations, for making conversations, making phone calls, and etc. English for specific purposes means business English is very large and vague, and we have different types of English, all right, in professional situations. It can be English for professionals that work in a company. It can be English for banking and finance, for bankers and people who work in finance, and etc. It can be English at the airport, or it can be English at the hospital. So this is known as English for specific purposes. So as you can see, if you use the animations, you can, you don't need to read the sentences one by one, but you need to read the sentence and maybe just say explain, just very, very quickly how you can explain, all right? So don't forget that your presentation is going to be only 5 minutes. So this was a tutorial to show you how to make your slides, so you can do the same for the rest of the slides. So slide number 3 is your second part. Slide number 4 is your third part, and the last slide can be conclusion, all right? Just a little reflection anyways, okay? A little reflection or questions, and if the audience, if they have any questions, maybe in the last part, you can write maybe questions, if any, okay? Questions, or question, do you have any question? That's enough, okay? Just to create an interaction between you and the audience, all right? I hope this will be very helpful for you guys who have never prepared any PowerPoint presentations. And I hope it will help you a lot. If you have any questions, just feel free to get back to me. I will be more than happy to answer the questions, okay? So I see you then very soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.